Soldier,
Yes, sir.
have the men fall out and head back to the garrison. The 4 of you, stay here. I'm going up to the top of Golgotha. I'll be back soon.
Yes, sir. Hail Caesar.
I just need to be alone with my thoughts. Such a crazy day. Why is this here? Who put this crucifix back up? I recognize this. This is his. It's just crazy. Why are you still here? If you're looking for trouble, my soldiers are within earshot, and they'll come running. The show's over. Men, the criminals, are all dead. We crucified them. If you're looking for trouble, that is what's going to happen to you. Don't pick a fight with Rome. This seems to be a lesson that you need to learn on a regular basis. We should perhaps put crucifixes all over Judea, just to remind you of who's in charge. Even from here, I see the hate in your eyes. You know what? I don't care anymore. I just don't care. In fact, back at you. Because I can also see the fear in your eyes, and you should fear me. I love being a Roman. I love it. We're so very effective. That's the word. We're effective. We always get the job done. We're a power that the world recognizes. They fear and they cower before us. We bring order and justice to the world. Ever since I was a little boy, I wanted to be a centurion. I have killed many men. I've fought in many battles, all so I could become a centurion. And now I command men, not ordinary men. Nothing but the most powerful and effective men in the world, Roman soldiers. You put a spear or a sword in their hand, they'll win any battle. Put a scourge in their hand, they'll control any society. I personally bring order and justice to the world. It's a good job. It's a dirty job. But it keeps you in line and it gets rid of the troublemakers. You're such an odd society. We completely defeated you, and yet we let you live. We let you keep your customs and worship your God. We brought order, Roman order, to your world. Do we get a thank you? No. Do we get your gratitude? No. No, we don't. It's just the hatred in the eyes. We always see the hatred in your eyes. And you think your God is going to come in and he's going to push us out of the way. He's going to eliminate us. Let him try. We'll kill him. We'll kill him because we command death and nothing can stop death. We will keep the order. I know that whenever a man is handed over to me, he is guilty. And I get to be the hand of justice. My men and I, we carry out justice. We're so very efficient and effective. We restore order. Take a look at this scourge. This is one of the tools that we use. This isn't just some whip. There's some metal at the end with hooks and spikes in it. So when we hit you with it, it sinks into your flesh. And when we pull it across your back, it removes the flesh from your bone. It changes any man that it touches. They'll do anything to stop it. No one can stand against it. It's very effective. Well, it has been in the past. There was that man this morning. He was a different sort of man. I wasn't around at the time, but I heard that there was some Jew who claimed to be a king. I knew my men would be excited to get their hands on him, that they'd want to take him down a peg or two. I was worried because I thought that they might carry it too far. They might actually kill him while flogging him. And then I would have been severely punished for it. So I hurried over there. When I got there, I stopped it immediately. But I saw the man, and I thought, oh, they've gone too far. He's going to die. But then he started screaming again, and I knew he'd be okay. And I looked down at the man. His name was Jesus. And I looked into his eyes, and I saw something I've never seen before. Usually, after a scourging, they've lost their purpose in life. They've lost their will, but not Jesus. We ripped his body apart, but we couldn't change the man. He kept his focus. He didn't cry for mercy. He didn't curse us. He just took it. It was then I knew there was something different about this Jesus. My men didn't notice. They just wanted to have fun with him. They knew he was a king, so they decided to give him a gift. It was really funny. They made him a crown, Roman style. My men can be pretty funny when they want to be. But he just took it. We could make him scream anytime we wanted to, but we couldn't change the man. The truth is, when I found out that we were going to crucify him, I was a little surprised. I guess he took this king stuff pretty seriously, but he didn't seem like the type. Didn't seem rebellious. He didn't seem so arrogant. But orders are orders, and I follow orders. And I was thinking, I remember, crucifixion, that'll change him. Maybe he could survive the flog, but nobody survives crucifixion. So we had to go on. We made him carry the crucifix, because none of us want to carry it. He didn't last very long, although he did last longer than I thought he would. We found somebody else, and we brought him up there. Actually, it was right here. This is where we did it. We stretched out his arms. We used nails. Oh, here's my water cup. I was looking for this. Oh, that's good. Yeah, we used the nails. Put them through his hands, just like always. But there was something different about him. See, usually they fight us. Even if they don't have anything left in them, they get a surprising amount of energy when they see these nails. We can use 2, maybe 3 guys just holding him down, trying to nail him to the crucifix. But Jesus, he didn't fight us at all. He just accepted it. He didn't curse us. He didn't plead with us. It was so odd. It was like he was supposed to be there or something. I never saw anything like that before. And then I realized that there's really something different about this. And I started having doubts. And I started wondering, did we get the wrong guy? Then the order came from Pilate. He had some sign he wanted us to put up. So I thought it could be something to mock Jesus or some sort of, you fight us and you'll end up like Jesus kind of sign. When I picked it up and I read it, I almost dropped it. I couldn't believe what it said. It said Jesus is the king, king of the Jews. It doesn't make any sense. Is Pilate rebelling against Rome? But he's putting Jesus up on the crucifix. But he's also honoring him? It doesn't make any sense. It felt so wrong. I was frustrated. I felt deceived. I felt something else. I felt shame. For the first time, doing my job, I felt shame. It was about this time I heard Jesus. He was getting ready to say something. See, you can't just speak when you're up there. There's no air inside of you. So you have to push on your feet against the nail that's in your feet, just to lift yourself up and get some air in. course, Jesus had other problems because we tore up his back, so his back had to go up against the cross, and it tore it up even more, so he shuddered with the pain. I was curious. Why is he going through all this effort? What does he want to say? He said, forgive them. He said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. It was like he was in my mind. My heart went cold. Who does that? Nobody, ever. They curse us? Yeah. Do they ask for mercy? Every time. They want us to kill them? Every time. Forgive? Never. It was so surreal. It was so out of place. This compassion with so much violence. This was no ordinary man. There was a power about him. He was so effective in what he did. He had this power. He had this power and this compassion. It doesn't make any sense. I can't explain it. I'm still trying to figure it out. But his forgiveness, it mattered. No man has ever affected me like that. It made me wish that I had known him. But it's too late. He's dead. That's my job. And I do my job well. But you know what? Even in dying, he was strange. He didn't babble. He was coherent the entire time. Everything he said was with a purpose. I never saw anything like that. Usually they get up there, a couple of hours of all that pain, they just kind of lose their mind. They go crazy. They just start saying random things, making noises. But Jesus, he was effective. He was effective in everything he said. It was mesmerizing to watch. It was a powerful thing to see. And it was like he knew what he was doing, like he was going through some sort of checklist that he'd written out beforehand of all these things he wanted to do before he died. And even at death, he was effective. I never saw anyone die like that before. And I've seen a lot of death. It's part of the job. It was like he was in control of his own death. Everyone on the crucifix, they want to die. They want to die as fast as possible. But the whole point of the crucifix is to be in as much pain as possible for as long as possible. Guys can last days up there. But in the end, I guess when he figured he was done, he just randomly said, "It is finished." And then he died. He commanded his own death. It's my job to keep him alive. And I was powerless before his power. How do you stop thoughts? He willed himself to death. This is not possible. How can you have a command over death? Through his thoughts alone, he commanded death. And when he died, the very foundations of the earth shook with the power of his command. Truly, truly, this was the Son of God.